Things men have made with wakened hands and put soft life into are awake through years with transferred touch and go on glowing for long years. And for this reason some old things are lovely, warm still with the life of forgotten men who made them.
I remember my own old grandmother, and the face of her was all wrinkled and old like this. And when I feel like this, touch it, I feel the history and the background, how beautiful this must have been when it stood in somebody's grand house. I mean, and how with love and care somebody has made it. This is the aging process. This is just like the human face. This is after 100 years. This might be more than 100 years old, but the wood has now shown its face of old. Look at it. For me, this is very beautiful.
For generations, homes in South Asia have been made from and decorated with wood. The pieces that surround the carpenter in his workshop, boards, doors, pillars, panels, shine where constant touch has smoothed them, where tired bodies have leaned into them and aged them. Wood houses the community's history. For those who work with the wood and take time to look carefully, the patterns in the grain tell more than the age of a tree. They tell stories of forgotten men and forgotten ways of life. If the wood could speak, what tales would it tell? These pieces are between 50 and 200 years old enough to have survived the rise and fall of empires, the birth of a new nation, and the dramatic changes of the past few decades. But in recent times, the artisan tradition of wood carving and painting has been threatened. War and poverty have forced many to leave their ancestral homes. The wooden interiors are then ripped out and sold or used to make fires during the bitter mountain winters. And times have changed. In the place of handcrafted wooden pieces, the younger generation prefers to buy cheap imported furniture made of plastic and metal. Years ago, one family started collecting abandoned rose and pinewood pieces and hiring craftsmen who remember their fathers and grandfathers designing them. These men painstakingly restore the richly coloured wood and rework it into striking new pieces of furniture. As they carve designs and pick out delicate patterns in paint, they preserve the artistic heritage of an area where South and Central Asian cultures met and flourished, high up in the mountains. They use bold colours and naturally derived paints. The wood underneath glows.
Their family, originally they are doing, this is their traditional
This is their traditional family work. They have done this since the Mughal times. They used to do this art only for their own family purposes, not for selling it. But now, since times are hard in their valleys, they came here and started to work for us.
In their houses, ladies are working.
In their homes, even women would do this kind of art.
Painting work.
The craftsmen now work in 4 separate workshops and collect wood from around Pakistan and Afghanistan. In 2010, 3 young men in Germany founded an export business called Behali in order to bring this furniture to a wider market and share this unique cultural heritage with the wider world. Those who buy the furniture cherish it as beautiful in its own right, but also see it as a treasure trove containing the memories of those who made it.
I am from a village in the Swat Valley. My name is Muhammad Ali. I have been a carpenter for 26 years.
What is the name of your village? Did you learn your skills in your childhood?
Yes, I was 10 years old when I started to learn about this work.
Is this work a family tradition for you?
No, not really. My father was a butcher.
So how did it happen that you learned this work?
Well, I used to sit with my cousin, who was a carpenter, and he used to tell me, first do this, then do that, and that's how it started 26 years ago. My name is Jamil Ahmad, and I come from Rawalpindi. I've worked here for 10 years. I like working here because the people we work for have good characters, and we get our salaries on time.
इस जगह पे मैं इस वजह से काम करना पसंद करता हूँ कि ये बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं और हमें तनख्वाह वगैरह टाइम से मिलती है और इखलाक में भी बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं और इसके अलावा
I make beds, cupboards, chairs and other kinds of furniture in the Swat style.
अलमारी वगैरह और हर किस्म का काम होता है यहाँ पे टेबल वगैरह अब मैं ये काम कर रहा हूँ ये पुरानी लकड़ है
I am working with old wood, but I am giving it new life. Pakistani wood has a high value overseas.
इसको नया जिंदगी दे रहा हूँ
आप इधर कितने साल से काम कर रहे हैं?
How long have you been working here?
I've been working here for 2 years now, and before that I worked elsewhere for many
कैसा
years.
लगता है कि आप पुरानी लकड़ी को एक नई जिंदगी देते हैं? आपको कैसा ये महसूस होता है?
मुझे तो ये तो मेरा अपना काम है और मुझे ये महसूस
I feel I have to give it a new meaning. It was created by the hands of people a long time ago. There is a great demand for these items in other countries, so we send them abroad.
मांग है कि
तो आप ये
What do you think you can give to your descendants for their
देना
future?
चाहेंगे?
I believe what they do is in God's hands. I am just happy to work.
तो अच्छा काम है हाथ का हुनर है और पसंद भी है मुझे भी खुशी से कर रहा हूँ
Another of Behali's aims is to restore hope in a place that feels like it's been abandoned by the world. Many of the carpenters and painters are from remote valleys where extremists hold power. Wars and religious conflicts have left the younger generation without opportunities to grow, without hope. Men who have inherited arts passed down from father to son now see few opportunities to benefit from such skills and creativity. Behali's goal is to give these people access to a bigger market, thereby enabling them to build a better future for themselves and their families. As a company that believes in ethical trading, Behali will ensure that each worker gets paid a fair salary and makes a profit on the items they sell.
When I was young, I ran away from my home village in the Swat Valley to Karachi. From there, I came to Islamabad and started to work. That was a long time ago. I've been working for about 26 or 27 years. My name is Gulsada, and I learned this work from my father.
When did you learn this work?
When I was about 15.
How were the things that you now work with used in your homes when you were a child?
We used the cupboards to store bedding, dishes and household things like that. The wood we work with here used to be windows and doors, pillars and roofs in our old houses. Today, one of my children is a carpenter too. I teach him the skills which I've learned.
He's teaching his children about this carpentry.
My name is Sabul Rahman and my father is Abdul Khalik. I am from the Swat, from Chasikela. This work has been in my family for a long time. I learned it 14 years ago and I've been working since my childhood. Swat furniture has quite a light colour. Punjabi wood looks different. It is mostly rosewood.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
In the name of God. My name is Ahmed Amin. I am from Swat and I've worked here for a long time. These are natural colours. We preserve this artwork on the wood and by restoring it, we can add more life to the furniture. Many of our workers come from remote places in Pakistan. Here we can provide them with free accommodation and food. For married workers and their families, we provide them with their own bedroom, kitchen and bathroom. We also help them when they are in difficult situations.
शहद जीने का मिला करता है थोड़ा थोड़ा.
Behali means restoration in Urdu. It means to be refreshed and reinstated, to enable something to flourish again. Behali, the restoration of wood, the restoration of hope.
जाने वालों के लिए दिल नहीं थोड़ा करते, जाने वालों के लिए दिल नहीं थोड़ा